Good afternoon, friends. On today's session, we will discuss the motivational aspects with Indra Rao, sir. Please, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. See, when we wanted to talk about the motivation, we should understand what is motivation first, and then why the motivation. Because in today's society, motivation has become such a common word. It is like a synonym of your name. Is the motivation one important parameter? Is the motivation is an inevitable factor in today's growing society? Or is the motivation is the one which makes the difference in the lives of the people? See, to understand these questions and get the answers, first we should know what is motivation. Motivate something. Motivation is nothing but moving something from the static position. You have to make the things move. Anything that is not moving, that is static. Anything that static doesn't have the energy of its own. And anything that is moving will have the potential energy. So in motivation, we have the potential energy. Potential energy is varying and growing. Now coming back to our top of the motivation, why we need a motivation and what is the motivation? What is the motivation? It is nothing but growing the energy for that particular activity. That is the motivation. As simple as that. Now why the motivation is there? See, there are many people who themselves are senile or themselves are very static, dumb, they do not want to do any work or they do not have any desire to the work. So these are all the various issues that will call for a motivation. Here the motivation is that bring them to the life. Give the energy to those people so that they use the energies and move upwards, move forward. That is exactly the motivation. How the motivation can be done? We know what is the motivation, why is the motivation, how is the motivation, how you do the motivation. Here, how means this is again a medication which varies from the patient to patient, person to person, disease to disease. You cannot have a straight jacket formula or a simple formula for a motivation. Like you cannot use the same motivation techniques for everyone for their activities or requirements. See, we see a lot of motivational speeches, and there are so many speakers are there. Sometimes they think that these are good for everybody. No, they are not. Because the problems are varying, so your motivational factor should also be varying. So you should understand what is the problem first. It is again like a diagnosis and giving the treatment. Motivation is one kind of a treatment where there is bodily energy to do the activity is at a low level or a minimal level. Then you increase the level through your medication. That is your motivation. So it is different from different people, different activities and different situations too. So, friends, you should understand motivation is a potential energy that is being passed from the external influences from others to a person who really needs that to perform a particular activity. With a small introduction on the motivation, friends, we will continue this in the next session. What are the factors for the motivation? What are the characteristics for the motivation? And how you can bring the people at the zero level energy to the highest level energy through your motivational aspects. Thank you very much for the day.